Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jacob's Amazing World of Adventures 2. You can tell that this is going to be a high quality video because it was recorded horizontally instead of vertically. You've seen me open up a lot of bottles on this channel, but you've never seen me make one, so I decided that we should make one together. So this is making another gummy bottle ASMR. Right, as you can see, I got a more high quality bottle for this one. This one's made out of glass. I purchased it from the Hobby Lobby because I am very smart. As you can see, it distorts my facial features. Now, some of you may be asking, what are we going to put in this bottle? Well, today I have access to more than just what's served at the lunchroom at South. So, today I have some olives. I have some grape jelly. And I also thought we could experiment with some aloe vera. And just for old time's sake, we have some sweet tea. All right. I think we'll start with the sweet tea here. Actually, no. I think we'll start with the olives. Now I would normally remove these with a spoon, but since this is an ASMR video, I think I'll just get my fingers right down in there. Hopefully, since this bottle's made out of glass, whenever we bury it, it won't expand like the other bottles have. Though, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it'll just shatter. Not entirely sure. Alright, now that my fingers smell like olives, it's time to add the aloe vera. And now it's time for some story time with Jason. One time, we went on vacation to Florida to the beach, and none of us wore sunscreen that day. But me and my dad wore a swim shirt, so we didn't get affected too much. Just I think the back of our necks and our hands got sunburned. And that was about it, and our faces. But my brother didn't wear a shirt out to the ocean, so he got so badly sunburned that he couldn't even go out to the beach the next day because he was in so much pain. Now, he was in a lot of pain. There was your ASMR. He was in a lot of pain, and he started putting on aloe vera, but he put on so much that he put it on so regularly that there was an actual puddle of aloe vera on the hotel bed. There was just a blue mark, a big blue splotch around him. And so then he decided he was going to go down to the pool at night. And I went down with him. So we went down to the pool, and so we went down to the pool, and we were swimming around, and I accidentally I didn't do it accidentally, I meant to do it, but I kind of forgot that he was in pain, so I kind of kicked him under the water. I didn't really kick him, I just sort of pushed him with my foot. And to most people, that wouldn't have been any big deal, but since he was so badly sunburned, he actually just started crying and went up to the room. And so he went to the shower. He went to the shower and started putting on more aloe vera. But the thing is, whenever he put on the aloe vera, it burned his skin more because he just got out of the pool. So he turned on the water to the shower. So he turned on the water, but he didn't realize that my mom had just been in the shower, and my mom takes blistering hot showers. So he got in the shower and turned on the water, and he was actually in so much pain because the water was so hot that he just collapsed onto the ground and let it run over him for, I think, something like 10 minutes before my mom went in and turned it off for him and stuff. And so yeah, that was a pretty fun vacation. Alright, now to kind of penetrate this little layer of aloe vera, I'm going to use this mechanical pencil. So let's try it. Reach down through the tea, down through the jelly. Oh, it's filling up. Stir it up. There we go. Yeah. So I'm debating whether or not to crush up the olives or not. Because if I crush them up, this will all turn into a big paste. And I think it might be more entertaining to dig up that way. But I feel like if I keep them as olives, it might be good as well. So I'll go ahead and just keep them as olives. There was a big empty space down in the olives before I poured in stuff, so I'm gonna pour in a little more so that it's just full here. This might come back to bite me when I open it. Now, olives already don't really smell too good, so I'm deeply, deeply concerned for what this is going to smell like when I open it up, especially with all the other heinous crap. All right, it's gotten to the point where I can easily shove it all the way to the bottom through the olives. All right, let's seal it off. All right, there we go. I think it's a pretty tight seal. I think it'll work. All right, now to further prepare the bottle, I'm going to wipe down the surface so that it doesn't have stuff on it, because I think some stuff spilled while I was pouring it in there. Now, I know this might sound weird, but it already has a smell, and it's not good at all. It smells like ass, basically. So I'm gonna keep wiping it down here. All right, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. All right, now let's go bury this thing. All right, it's 38 degrees outside, so let's go bury this thing. All right, let's start digging here. There's still a hole from where I took up the bottle last time. If you haven't seen that video yet, you should go watch it. It's somewhere, you can find it on this channel. All right, that's kind of considerably harder to dig here. Now, I'm not sure if that's because it's colder out or what, but all right, I think it's ready. All right, let's get one last look at the wretched little terrible little thing here. All right. Let's seal it away. Now, some of you probably thought that the ASMR was over at a point, but no, we've got more. I consider myself a lucky man because the other day at school I found this clamp and it was on the ground, so I think we should put it to the test. So the first object we're going to be clamping is this thing here. You're supposed to use it to hold up your phone, but it only works if your phone is made out of a flat surface. And it basically only works if you don't use a phone case. And people who don't use phone cases are psychopaths, so let's clamp this thing. All right, so let's unscrew the clamps to the point where we can get it in there. All right. Let's. So I'm afraid it's going to slip out as I clamp it here. All right, so it slid out of the clamp. So instead of trying to clamp the whole thing, let's try to just clamp the part of it up here, like the part where it suctions It's supposed to suction to your phone. Alright, so we're making progress here in clamping this. Alright, I think that's about as good as it's going to get with this thing. Alright, so we've taken a chunk off of it. But that seems to be about it, you can see there. So yeah, all we really did was take a chunk off of it. Alright, so the next object we're going to be clamping is a mechanical pencil. So I'm just going to clamp it right here on the rubber grip part. Alright, I think we'll be able to... Oh, did you hear that? There's a little snap. Ooh, that's crunchy. Oh. Alright, so let me take the rubber grip off to see what we did here. Alright, so we broke it. There you go, you can see we broke it there. Alright, so the last object we're going to be clamping is a calculator here. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with this one, because this one's very flat, so it's not going to slide off like the other ones did. So let's see. Here, I'll do it right on the screen. Right, there you go, I'm clamping it right onto the screen here. I'm afraid there's a battery somewhere in this that's going to explode, but it's all worth it for Jacob's Amazing World of Adventures 2. Alright, I think that's about as tight as it's going to get. Let's undo this here and see if it still functions. Alright, so we had a little bit of a mishap there. Let's keep trying to unclamp this thing. Alright, well, there seems to be a mark on the screen there. You can probably see it there. There's a mark in the middle there. Let's see if it still types. Alright, it still works. Alright, so obviously we did our job wrong if it still works, so let's try again. Alright, let's clamp it on one of the buttons this time. Actually, hang on a second, I'll be right back. Alright, so I found these little screwdrivers, and I'm going to see if I can take apart the calculator and maybe crush something that's inside of it. Alright, so let's see if we can do this. Alright, so it's actually unscrewing here. Alright, there's one tiny screw. Now my plan is to find something in here that hopefully we can crush with the clamp. Like maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what would even be inside of this. Alright, there's only one screw left. I'm actually kind of surprised I was able to find a screwdriver that works for this, given the fact that these screws are like 3 millimeters long. Alright, so let's separate the two sides of the calculator here. Hang on one second. Well, guys, I just did a full rundown of all the pieces inside of this, but I wasn't filming, so I'm just going to give you a brief overview. Here's the back panel. We've got the circuitry here, as well as the screen there. The front panel, and this little rubber mat where there's you press the keys and everything. So, and then there's the battery. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this put back together. So instead, I'm just gonna crush it with the clamp. So let's do the screen. I think the screen would be pretty cool. Let me get this down to a point. Alright, so I've got it right there on the screen, and alright, let's hope I don't die. Alright, I guess this screen is a little stronger than I anticipated. I figured it would crack or something. But seems to just... Oh, okay, we're getting somewhere. Alright, so on the screen there you can see there's a black mark. Not entirely sure what that means, but here, let's see if we can crush the circuitry of this thing. Alright, so we've got the clamp right on the little circuit thing there. Alright, I cannot clamp that very well. Alright, so nothing really happened. I thought the calculator would be an entertaining thing to clamp, but I guess not.